Hi Gemini, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading from the 16th to the 23rd of January. So what have we got, Gemini? Two queens, three major arcana, two sword cards. So yes, major arcana always means there's quite a big week ahead, quite a big karmic themes. Generally quite deep issues going on. At the bottom of the deck you've got the Six of Cups, which is lovely. For some this could be a reconciliation. It's definitely about getting what you want, having maybe some fun, being emotionally expressive, Gemini, that sort of thing. And it's generally classed a reconciliation card, but sometimes it's that reconciliation with your own happiness. So it doesn't always mean, it doesn't always mean getting back with an ex. You are feeling a bit guarded though. At the top of the deck you've got the Four of Discs. And yeah, I have got a feeling about you being a bit more withdrawn this week, Gemini, than usual. For some reason. Just a little bit self-protective for some reason. But Serendipity is your additional guidance card, which implies that there's coincidences at work this week. And definitely, that's what I see as well. This sort of, that's what the major arcana tend to be, sort of coincidences that happen in our lives. We have got no control over them. So you start the week, again, a bit withdrawn. Got the Queen of Swords with the Four of Swords. So there's a sense of you being a bit withdrawn. I feel maybe some decisions have to be made. I find this Queen of Swords comes up a lot when there's some old debris or old habits that have to be broken through, shredded. So she's quite ruthless, and that she cuts through dead wood, things we don't want to take with us, and things we don't want to take to our future. Or this could mean someone you're spending time with who's another air sign person. Remember, general readings can't be specific, but if you are spending time with this person, you're sort of spending time with them in quite an isolated, so there's you and them. But I'm getting this is you actually. Okay, but right next to this, it's you sort of move through this isolating phase into a very emotionally nurturing one. This Queen of Cups is the counselor, she's the empath, she's warm. This could be someone you're spending time with again, or it could be part of you, Gemini. There's part of you that's emotionally sensitive, expressive, because remember you've got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which means it is an emotionally expressive week. And it's with the Judgment card. So whatever it is, if this is a person or this is a part of you, this is an emotionally very healing time, very feel good. It's about new energy. It's about rising out of the old coffins and having new energy and new emotional happiness flowing in, Gemini. Again, I'm not sure how much control you have over this. This is the serendipity part of the reading I'm getting. So this is either a part of you or it's someone you're spending time with. Very good. But be careful, you are a little bit self-protective, okay? Or you're holding on to money. That's the additional meaning of this card, but it's so much more to it than that, isn't there? So you carry on. Another 6, which means there's a lot of balance being restored. And this is moving from one chapter of your life to the next. And quite a few signs have got this card in this identical position. There must be some planetary changes and shifts going on. And it's paired with the Three of Discs. So the Three of Discs is about group work, It's working with others to achieve a desired outcome. It can be anything. You know, you could be moving house, and this is the delivery people. Yeah, it can be. Or it could be you and your colleagues trying to achieve a new report, a new outcome, but it's about you and other people. It's not an isolated card. And with that Six of Swords, there's a feeling of you and others moving forward. Gemini, actually, is a sort of sense of, I think particularly with that Queen of Cups as well, and that Judgment card beforehand, there's a feeling of flow for you this week, of moving forward again. But it's interesting. I'm sorry, I've been coughing all day. You end the week very much like you begin it. You go back in a much more sort of isolated place. You go to the Hermit paired with the Devil. So the Hermit's about our inner guidance, yeah, that seeking our higher wisdom. And also it's showing others the way forward. So you could be helping someone who's extremely out of balance, or falling into a bit of trouble, yeah. So you could be lighting the way for other people. Or this is just you spending time alone. But my concern here is when you're spending time alone, you're focusing a bit much on quite difficult, quite depressing aspects of your life. So I'd be really, really careful if that's the case. But the Devil also means breaking free of chains. So it could be breaking free from this Four of Discs, this need to, so can you see it? It could be you breaking free of this need to protect yourself, Gemini, because you did have a really, your general reading was really interesting, wasn't it, for January? There was a sense of you wanting to be alone, but it not happening. But anyhow, I'm sort of, that's what I mean, there's sort of a breaking free that needs to happen of these chains. The Devil's also about self-esteem, the feeling of not being good enough. Is anything that keeps us small, and that Hermit could be shining a light on those old beliefs about ourselves that keep us small, that keep us wanting to protect ourselves from others. Because this is about emotional expression, Gemini, and whatever's sort of stopping you from expressing your love or expressing your interest to someone is basically these chains that are keeping you small. So yeah, I hope that helped, Gemini. This is one of your quieter readings after the last few months. You always get such intense readings. I've definitely got a bit of an inward focus for you this week. As soon as I seen the cards, that's the picture that I got. Although there's definitely emotional expression. And listen, these two sixes are also about restoring balance. And the Devil goes down to a 6, 15 goes down to a 6. And maybe what it's saying, this reading is about restoring balance. Okay, restoring what's been out of balance, and the Hermit needs to put his light on that. Because once we shine a light on something, it brings it out of the darkness, yeah? Okay, Gemini, I'll see you next week. Bye.